Hello everyone, welcome back to my experiment laboratory. Today, we are going to attempt a fusion that may have never been imagined before. This experiment was inspired by @CandiceCasey8919, who asked, what if Latias and Tyranitar were fused together? Latias has speed and psychic energy, while Tyranitar possesses immense strength and destructive power. In theory, they should be almost impossible to fuse. At first, I thought this would be just another ordinary experiment. I had no idea these two Pokémon would confuse the entire laboratory system. To find Ladius, I traveled to a misty mountain region. My laboratory sensors detected an extremely powerful psychic energy in this area. For hours, I could only see a red shadow moving incredibly fast. Every time I got closer, Ladius disappeared before I could catch her. I realized I could not chase Latias alone, so I chose my Dragonite, a Pokémon capable of matching her speed in the air.
Latias finally appeared. The moment she saw Dragonite, she immediately considered us a threat and started the battle. Latias attacked first. Her speed was incredible, and even Dragonite could barely tell where the next attack would come from. I quickly changed our strategy. Dragonite could not chase Latias. He had to wait, read her movements, and strike at the right moment. When Latias attacked from the side, Dragonite finally read her movement. He turned and struck her, sending her off balance. But Latias was not giving up. Using her psychic power, she lifted huge rocks from the cliffs and sent them directly toward Dragonite. Dragonite then used his final strategy. A powerful gust disrupted Latias, and for the first time, she stopped running.
I did not want to hurt her any further. When Latias became exhausted, I threw the Pokeball. After 3 shakes, I finally heard the click. But when I checked Latias's energy, the sensor detected something strange. A heavy and destructive energy was present where it should not have been.
To find Tyranitar, I traveled to a rocky desert. The signs of destruction were obvious, but finding their source was still not easy. Because Tyranitar possessed incredible power, this time I chose Garchomp. I needed a Pokémon capable of facing that strength directly. Not long after, the ground began to shake. A massive rock shattered, and Tyranitar emerged from the dust as if the desert belonged to him. Tyranitar attacked without hesitation. Garchomp had to leap away from the first strike, which made the entire ground around us tremble.
Garchomp then changed his strategy. He burrowed underground and disappeared. Tyranitar had no idea where the next attack would come from.
Garchomp's attack managed to bring Tyranitar down for a moment. But the giant Pokémon quickly rose again, and its energy became even more dangerous.
Tyranitar then released a massive energy attack. Garchomp managed to get closer, but the force still sent him flying backward.
I then ordered Garchomp to stop attacking directly. He began moving around Tyranitar, forcing him to strike without a clear target.
When Tyranitar finally lost his balance, Garchomp attacked from behind. This was the opportunity I had been waiting for. I threw the Pokeball. Tyranitar tried to break free with all his strength, but after 3 powerful shakes, I finally caught him.
But the sensor started beeping again. Latias and Tyranitar possessed a strange energy pattern, as if they had already been searching for each other.
After returning to the laboratory, I placed Latias and Tyranitar inside the fusion machine. That was when the real experiment began. The initial result almost made me cancel the experiment. Their compatibility rate was only 0.02%. But suddenly, the number changed. 0.02% became 12, then 47%. I had no idea what was happening.
Then the entire system turned red. The computer displayed a message I had never seen before. Impossible fusion combination. The machine began pulling their energy together. Pink light and dark energy spun faster and faster, slowly meeting at the center. The machine suddenly stopped. Every light went out. From inside the fusion chamber, heavy footsteps echoed, and something began to move.
From behind the mist, a creature I had never seen before emerged. Its body was powerful like Tyranitar, but its energy and wings came from Latias.
But Latitar did not become powerful immediately. He could barely walk because his massive body was not used to his new instincts and balance. When he tried to fly, his body was simply too heavy. He managed to hover for a few seconds, then he lost control and fell back to the floor.
I began training him slowly. Latitar had to learn that he did not need to use all of his power every time he wanted to do something.
But before our training was complete, the laboratory alarm went off. Someone had broken in, and I immediately knew who they were.
Jessie, James, and Meowth had already entered the laboratory. They wanted to steal an experiment that even I did not fully understand yet.
Jessie sent out Wobbuffet first. Latitar was still inexperienced in battle, and I knew this would be his first real test.
Latitar attacked with psychic energy, but Wobbuffet reflected it back. Latitar was thrown backward and began losing control. I shouted for Latitar to stop trying to be Latias or Tyranitar. He had to fight as himself. Latitar finally found his own way. He combined speed, energy, and physical strength without copying either of his original forms. James then sent out wheezing. Thick smoke filled the room, and Latitar lost his vision.
But this time, Latitar did not panic. He closed his eyes and used his psychic energy to sense Wheezing's position through the smoke. Latitar then struck the floor with his physical strength. The shockwave cleared the smoke, and his attack stopped Wheezing.
But Team Rocket still had one more surprise. They released a simulation robot built from Latitar's data.
The robot attacked immediately. Even worse, it could copy the abilities Latitar used.
Latitar tried using his speed. The robot copied it. He used psychic energy, and the robot copied that too.
Then I realized the robot's weakness. It could copy Latitar's abilities, but it could not copy a truly unpredictable decision.
Latitar did not defeat the robot by simply becoming strong. He won by fighting as himself. And that was when I discovered the secret behind this fusion.
Team Rocket blasts off again!
Ladius and Tyranitar did not fuse because they shared the same type or shape. They fused because their energies complemented each other. Ladius survives by avoiding danger. Tyranitar survives by destroying it. Their methods are different, but their purpose is the same: survival.
Even more surprising, Latitar was still changing. Not in his physical form, but in the way his internal energies continued to merge.
Then a new message appeared on the screen. Fusion stability, evolving. If the data was correct, Latitar may not have reached his final form.
Thank you to @CandiceCasey89119 for this fusion idea. Do you think Latitar will have another evolutionary form? Share your theories in the comments.
Our adventure doesn't end here. Do you have any Pokémon ideas you want us to cover? Thoughts on today's video? Drop them right down in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.